Ghana leads the agenda for African cocoa producers to establish a cocoa exchange for Africa. The online marketplace will help the continent to have some control over the pricing of the commodity.
Responsible for less than 10% of global cocoa consumption, these hard facts are of significance in the design of the three key components of a cocoa commodity exchange, which are spots, derivatives, and trade finance. The idea of an African cocoa exchange was first mooted by Ghana and Cote d'Ivoire through the Joint Cooperation on Cocoa. This was captured in its joint request for investment funding to African development in June 2027. This is an international platform that the International Cocoa and Coffee Organization, ICCO, is building to give others the opportunity to reset prices. Notwithstanding, the establishment and successful running of a commodity exchange requires thorough examination of the market conditions, key actors, nature of value chain, as well as the underpinning macroeconomic conditions of the host economy. COCOBOD is not only hosting the stakeholder session, but also an active participant in the search for a feasible module for an African cocoa exchange. The chief executive of COCOBOD, Mr. Joseph Boahen Edu, said with Africa being the largest producer, it's the best way for Africa to control pricing and give some confidence to producers over the pricing of cocoa in the world market.
Viable African cocoa exchange must address the key issues of transparency, prices, liquidity, quality control, fair trade and sustainability.
The executive director of the International Cocoa and Coffee Organization, ICCO, Mr. Michel Arion, said starting the agricultural commodities, the aim is to promote agricultural investment, enhance productivity and encourage market access with fair returns for smallholder farmers, for which reason it is of priority to establish an African Cocoa Exchange, AFCX. Food and Agriculture Minister Mr. Brian Ichampon described the establishment of the exchange as a new dawn in Africa's cocoa industry and the beginning of a new chapter in its cocoa producing history.
The creation of the African Cocoa Exchange fits into our collective aspiration of a modernized cocoa industry and a productive cocoa value chain that will deliver prosperity to producers, communities, aggregators, processors, and all in the value chain.
COCOBOD says all things being equal, the African Cocoa Exchange will be established this year and Ghana is proposing to host the platform.